this point, I don't even know when my last upload on this channel was. It has been a very, very long time. And I know my last few videos have not gotten very many views. They've been in like the teens. And so I didn't make anything for quite a while. But I want to talk about a few major changes that have been going on in my life, because this is my channel about my thoughts. And the biggest one, I think I talked about in my last video, I have moved to Oregon. You can see this is a whole different background, whole different apartment. I am now in Oregon, in the Portland area, and that has been a massive life transition, a massive change, a very, very positive one, but definitely a massive, massive life change for me. I've been getting out and walking every day. I know I've talked about how important that nature is to me and wanting to get into nature more, off the internet more. And I've been able to do that. And that has been wonderful, hiking every single day on amazing, beautiful Pacific Northwest trails. I'm about 90 minutes away from the ocean. Since I just moved here recently, I haven't gotten out to the ocean yet, but I'm very excited to be hitting a lot of those beaches, a lot of those nature paths near the ocean, some of those towns. I think that's going to be fantastic. Now, it's very, very likely that I'll be putting a lot of that content on a different channel and probably making some community posts here being like, hey, if you want to check those out, check those out. Or I'll make myself a collaborator on one or two of them so that anybody here can follow those. This channel is going to continue to be as I have them, my thoughts on different topics. You know, my thoughts have evolved quite a bit, which unfortunately is probably not going to be great for the algorithm because, you know, people love controversy, people love hot takes, and I've gotten pretty far away from a lot of the content that I have posted in the past, particularly around Christianity, politics, all of that. I don't honestly engage that much with Christianity anymore, or Christians anymore, or I'm not out debating, you know, why Christianity is terrible or not. I know some of my videos on that continue to get views, continue to help people, and so I may make another video or two on purity culture, for example, because that really, really resonated with a lot of people, especially the perspective of what purity culture can do to young men, because there's a lot, rightfully so, on what it does to women, but very, very little content on what it does to men, and how it affects our lives, particularly those who take it seriously. So I may do more content along those lines. I'm going to try and do some content outdoors. Going to try and just switch things up a little bit, not necessarily do like travel, check out this cool town kinds of stuff, but when I'm there, share personal thoughts or what's going on in my life, what I'm learning, things like that, because I think that that can be really, really valuable. And again, I don't know how much I'm going to be posting on this channel. I don't know. I'd like to get back into a rhythm, rather that's every month, every couple months, maybe eventually every week once things kind of settle, depending on how, you know, how the videos do, because obviously it takes work to make these videos, but I do want to continue to share my thoughts. As far as politics go, I'm very, very much stepping back from any kind of activism roles. That's been a huge shift in my life. I made a video last August talking about panic attacks, panic disorder, some of those things that I've been dealing with. And so stepping away from politics, stepping away from geopolitics, all of the things that I was focused on with Ukraine, really scaling all of that back to just focusing on the people that I know in Ukraine in my life that I can actually have an impact on versus making inflammatory, intense content, stuff like that. I'm stepping back from that. I'm stepping back from just general activism right now. my opinions on Trump are probably very well known. If you've been following the channel, I'm sure you can imagine, but I'm not directly engaging with a lot of that right now because really over this last almost year has been a process of healing really since last August, September, when I was just having panic attack after panic attack. I had to get myself in order. I had to get my life to a point where I was not having panic attacks and where I wasn't letting the anxiety or the fear of having a panic attack stop me from living. And that took quite a bit of time, quite a bit of therapy. I wouldn't say I've arrived, but I would say that I moved across the country. I've done a lot of long road trips to different cities before I moved. I've been out, I've been hiking near daily. I've been exploring places that I have no idea what they are. I've been going to conventions, events, Renaissance fairs, things like that that spike my anxiety. And I've been able to do that successfully, and that's fantastic. So I'm able to be living even though I might feel the anxiety, feel like a panic attack wants to come up. And I have the tools now to kind of get out of my head, back into my body, ride the wave, and continue on with actually living life. So that's a lot of what I've been doing, and that's part of why this channel has kind of died for this last year. If you're interested in hearing about what I did to overcome anxiety, panic attacks, and continue to live life well, anxiety still kind of hangs out just off stage, and sometimes really tries to hold me back from things. Let me know. Let me know in the comments, and I can definitely make some content on that. If you are interested in my deeper thoughts on Christianity and religion as of now, or purity culture, or politics, or anything, let me know that. Because I can definitely make some content on that, even if it's not necessarily the trajectory that I'm heading on. So anyway, it's great to be back in front of the camera, and I'll catch you very soon.